What? Because it's you think it ain't when it is. You think it won't when it is. We are here and we are in motion. We do this thing, taking off fast lane, no coasting. How are y'all feeling on this Friday night? Can we get into it? Can we get right? Can we break it on down? I sound as if I'm going too far, but I'm a star and I break it up a four-board bar setup. I'll make sure we get dressed to get up. And we got to go. Do still flow on the Friday show. And you know that everything is going to be all right. Everything is going to be okay. Yes, today. Thank God it's Friday. Flashback Friday. And we talk about things that are worse when they happen in front of everybody. Things that are worse when they happen in front of everybody. Nobody likes to be embarrassed. Nobody ever likes to be called out and centered and I don't know, put out there on Front Street in front of everybody, especially people that they don't know. What is it about being put out on Front Street in front of people who don't know us that turns us off so much? What is it about? What is it about the fear of embarrassment? Forget about the actual embarrassment. But what about the fear of embarrassment? What is it about it that has such a hold on some of us? What is it about it that makes some of us so uncomfortable? It makes it hard for some of us to live, man. We can't even get a shit off, man. Do you understand? It's Friday, and we got to get it popping. Yeah, I'm dropping. Make sure that it goes to flows. Yeah, I make sure that we got new clothes and shows. And I make sure that I get one of those. And I make sure that you go from head to toe with swerve. And we going to get it off like nerves and making sure that we do everything that we want. Yo, you heard? Yo, man. Things that are worse when they happen in front of everybody. Things that are worse when they happen in front of everybody, man. We're going to get this thing popping tonight. And I'm glad y'all here. And I'm glad I'm able to end off the week with y'all. So we're going to talk about how some people will let things go in their lives as long as you keep it on the low. And you would be surprised at the things that people will let slide, will let go, will not be embarrassed about, will actually stand up for and defend as long as everybody else don't know about it. So let's get into it. Urban Therapy with Sun 752. Was this your daily? The Daily Go Get 'Em Ism Show. We do this every single day. Every day it rains. Every day it rains. And the DG will do the same. We break it down, baby. Every day it rains. And the DG will do the same. Every day it rains. And the DG will do the same. Every day it rains. And the DG will do the same. Every day it rains. And the DG will do the same. I'm your host, Sun 752, aka Omar with the. And if you can't say Omar with the, well, then you just say Omar with the R. This is the Daily Go Get 'Em Ism Show, all up in your area. I'm feeling like a real man should, and I hope y'all feel like real men and women should on this Flashback Friday. Thank God it's Friday. So we're talking about things that are worse when they happen in front of everybody. Like I said, nobody likes to be embarrassed. Nobody likes to be put out there on Front Street. One of the things that break up a lot of friendships and a lot of decent relationships is telling all of your business or having your social circle. Your social circle and your family of friends, co-workers, neighbors, and all of that, knowing what's going on inside your house. Knowing what's going on inside your personal life, your personal world. You'd be amazed at the things that people will let go, will let slide, will allow, will not even make a big stink about as long as everybody don't know. Things that you wouldn't even really fathom. Like everybody talks about cheating. Like, you know, if my man cheat on me or my girl cheat on me, that's like the ultimate betrayal. I can never forgive them for that. I could never get over that. If they ever did that, that would be so disrespectful. And I would never, ever, ever, ever let it go. Well, there are a lot of people who did let it go, are letting it go right now, Right now at it's 7:12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in the city of Philadelphia. There's somebody out there who is cheating, allowing cheating, and not even minding that cheating is going on. As long as they mama don't know, the daddy don't know, the brothers and sisters, the cousins, the kids, whoever, as long as they don't have to hear it from anybody and everybody else, they will allow that shit. I'm not saying that that's you, and I'm not saying that that's the most orthodox situation, but you would be surprised at how many people will allow or excuse infidelity, as long as that infidelity is all the way across town, in another state, in another city, in another town. As long as I don't have to be having my neighbors and my friends and my co-workers looking at me like this bitch is stupid as hell. Her man is out here thirsty as hell. He hitting that one. He got babies over here, there, blah, blah, blah. As long as I don't have to hear about that, well, he can go ahead and do his thing. Matter of fact, he can go get some ass out there, and if the ass that he got out there wasn't enough for him, he can come home and get some ass for me, as long as there's no conversation about it. Now, many of y'all will say, "I never heard of nothing like that." A lot of y'all don't know nothing about it. A lot of y'all don't know nothing about it because you know what? It has been agreed on by the parties involved that you ain't going to know about it, because as soon as you know something about it, you ain't gonna be the first one or the only one who knows something about it, and that's when the whole thing breaks down. Look at Will Smith and Will and Jada Smith, or whatever. Her last name is Smith, and it's Jada Pinkett, but like, who was she to keep her last name? Anyway, so look at them. The infidelity in their marriage was all good. It was all good until Jada Pinkett's running or a little trice with August Alsina. It ain't like Will ain't know that his wife was on some other shit. The rumors that have been swirling around them for years. He had even said that they had an open relationship years before that August Alsina thing. But see, that was their thing. They were protected as long as they were in agreement with the way that things were. Soon as the cat got out the bag and he had to look other men in the face and other women like, what the hell? What's good? What's up with your shorty? That's when everything fell apart. That's when the embarrassment came. Think about it. They've been trite for years. They've been together for like 30 years. They've been trifling. But it was all good as long as it was their agreed upon triflingness. So although they both practiced infidelity, it was all right as long as they both played within their rules. As long as they were in the parameters of what they had agreed on, it was all good. As soon as it got out to the rest of the public, like, oh, wait a minute, there ain't no rules here. August Alsina over here crying over Jada Pinkett Smith. He got himself a little old head compared to him. You know, he young boy. This nigga's over here boo-hooing and shit. He talking about Jada, give me one more chance and shit. He like, yo, I mean, y'all don't understand. That little mean rat face bitch, yo, she got that twizzy. She got the twizz. Y'all don't understand. She got the snapper. Now I understand why Will be like, woo. She might don't got no butt and no titties. You know, I'm gonna make it clean and see how corny it sounds. She might don't got no butt or no chest, but she got front. That thing got a hold on me. Ooh. August Alsina fashioned himself as somewhat of a pimp back in his New Orleans days. That's how he was making it. Well, he sure got turned out. What kind of pimp is you? What's going on, Stacy White? How you feeling? Thanks for coming on through and thanks for revealing. Yo, T Carry right, morning, noon, and night. It's always great to have my peoples going directly into your site. And my brother from another mother, Norris Hill, sit back, relax, do your thing, Max, and chill. And my brother Ansel Jones, yo, Baltimore brothers, girl, just can't leave him alone. What's going on, y'all? So yeah, things that are worse when they happen in front of everybody. And it's funny that I said in front of everybody because everybody is not there. But when you're embarrassed, it looks like all eyes on you. Have you ever heard anybody talk about an embarrassing story that happened in front of a bunch of people? They'd be like, yo, it had to be like 100 people out there. It had to be like 100 people out there, man. They was all looking at me. They was all going crazy. Cal Chamberlain, me friend, me favorita, thanks for coming through. It's always great to see ya. It might have only been, let's say, somewhere between 8 and 10 people who heard the conversation or saw the incident or whatever. But they'd be like, yo, man, with so many people out there, I can't believe he humiliated me like that. I can't believe my wig came off in front of everybody. I can't believe that that they had a picture, they had a video of me that went viral. Well, if it's viral, yeah, that's going to feel like everybody because that's thousands and thousands and thousands, tens of thousands of people seeing you. But let's talk about that for a minute. Everybody picks their nose, and picking your nose is one of those things that people do when they feel like nobody else is looking. For everybody in this world to pick their nose, you would think it was something like it would be like a man fingering himself in his butt. Everybody picks their nose. People have allergies, but for some reason, picking your nose is so taboo in front of other people. I mean, think about it. Everybody does it, and I mean everybody. There's not a person in this world that don't pick their nose. But we act like and we treat picking your nose like it's something you better not ever. It's like masturbating. Everybody masturbates at some point, but nobody wants to own up to it. And it's definitely if you've ever been caught masturbating, you know that's a pretty embarrassing thing. Everybody masturbates, but most people don't want to be caught doing that. Mentally ill people don't seem to mind doing it. They'll do it right in front of you. But picking your nose is like it's like getting caught masturbating. Yo, you got caught whacking off. And I never really understood how come people get caught whacking off because it's like what you didn't lock the door. You didn't lock the door. You know, getting caught having sex can be embarrassing, but very rarely does that happen in front of a bunch of people unless you really put yourself out there in a position to have everybody see you. That don't happen. That don't happen in front of everybody. But yeah, so picking your nose. Now, you might be in your car because in your car, especially since a lot of people have tinted windows and all of that, people will go to town digging up their nose. They going to town. They all up in there. And somebody pull up beside you and be like, yo, you know how you can feel the heat of somebody's stare? You catch somebody picking their nose, they oh my God, I can't believe he caught me picking my nose. It's super embarrassing. And I mean, sometimes you got a boogie in your nose that you just can't get. You digging and digging and digging, and you ain't getting it. And I have allergies, so I don't have no problem with picking my nose. I just, I just do the right thing and put the condom on my on my finger on my hand, A condom is a tissue. Like for some reason, taking a tissue and picking your nose is acceptable, but not your hand. So I guess the boogies in your nose are that's like shit. So this is the toilet paper. So it's appropriate to take the toilet paper to wipe your nose. It's okay to get your nose shit on the toilet paper, but not on your hand. The same way you wouldn't wipe your ass with your hand. I'm just saying. And so Joe says, getting pulled over in front of their job. Yo, you right. That is embarrassing. Yeah, because when you get in the joint, if if hopefully it don't go bad to the point where you get arrested in front of your job. That ain't a good look. That ain't a good look. Like, first of all, getting pulled over by the cops, I think that's kind of embarrassing. I don't like it. First of all, the cops, they pull you over, they never turn their lights off. Routine traffic stop. Either you were speeding, ran a stoplight or stop sign or, whatever. And they just have those red and blue lights going the whole time with that bright light on you, especially at nighttime. So, yeah, getting pulled over in front of your job. Yeah, that's a good one. And so, wait a minute. Yeah, that's a good one. No, it's the old Bismarcky joint. Hey, Ma, what's for dinner? Go up your nose and pick a winner. Picking bugs. And so says on camera the movie American Pie happened to someone. Which part? He actually had his dick inside of an apple pie. Only white people would think of something like that, man. Only white people would think of that. That had never crossed my mind ever in my life. And when they made a whole movie about it. One of my favorite movies, though. The movie was dead funny, crazy. As a matter of fact, American Pie is one of those movies that I argue over. You know how some movies are so funny to you, when somebody else say they not funny, you be like, see, this is what I'm talking about. I'm about to block you. Be like, what you talking about? We ain't even friends on social media. I need to find a way to block you in real life. Like, if you don't like movies like American Pie or National Lampoon's Vacation, or there's something about Mary, you know what I mean? Like, come on, man. We can't. Listen. We can't be cool. We can't. Or Airplane. What you mean you ain't think Airplane? It was just so stupid. Like, I can't. What? Look, I can't. I can't. That people try to throw you off. Well, I mean, they white movies. You know why you think they fun? Nah, white movies funny too. Fuck out of here. A lot of these black comedy movies don't be funny. All of those movies that mimic each other and shit, they dumb as shit. Like Roscoe Jenkins comes on. Like all the movies was whack. Movies like that, and you had a whole series of movies that came out with the same fucking plot. It's whack. No, it's not funny. It's poor writing, and it's a disrespect. It's a disrespect for black people, because they think that black people can't get jokes, real jokes. Like, we only understand slapstick and fucking hood country shit. Like, no, I don't know. That's whack. I need writing. I need real jokes. Stacey White said, I never saw American Pie. Well, go see it. No, don't go see it. I mean, rent it, or, make sure you see it. But see, now it's like 20 years later, it's not going to have the same effect. That shit was, man, listen. Just Brandy all day. What's up, man? She says, Tropic Thunder is my ish. I don't know that movie. Tropic Thunder. I don't know that. Carol says, there's something about Mary was hilarious. I'm trying to tell you, you know a movie is funny when they can't really tell you what it's going to be about in the previews. When I saw the previews of American Pie, I was like, well, what is it about this movie? Like no, we can't show you the previews. It's too off the chain. Same thing with something. There's something about Mary. Like they couldn't show you the funny parts. They couldn't see a lot of those whack ass little black movies and them black comedies. You can get the whole gist of the whole movie just from the previews because it's simple. Because they don't think because writers, black and white, don't think that black people will understand jokes. Think about it. So we make these simple ass movies. That's why I always like Spike Lee. Because Spike Lee, even in his drama, he was like, no, I'm not going to do the regular nigga shit. I'm not doing that. That's why I don't like Tyler Perry. Because he doesn't give black people credit. Well, he can't write. I mean, he can write physically, you know what I mean? But he's not a good screenwriter. Not a good screenwriter. Just Brandy all day says National Lampoons is funny. I laugh at. I'm trying to tell you, especially the first one. That thing was on fire. Like, yo, man, Clark, you the Griswolds, man. All right. Stacey White says Soul Plane was a good. No, it wasn't. No. I need you to take that back. Matter of fact, let me write this in the comments because Soul Plane is exactly the kind of whack ass movie that I'm talking about. Soul Plane was not a good movie at all. At Stacey White. I need you to take that statement back, Stacey. Right now. There you go. There you go. All right. Let's go. All right. Stacey said, I don't like Spike Lee movies either. I don't know what you're trying to do here, Stacey. Okay. No, it says Airplane was funny. Person one surely can't be serious. Leslie Nielsen. I am. And don't call me Shirley. Carol said all the lampoons were funny. They were, man. It was crazy. But I like the first one because it had the original cast. You know what I mean? When they start, you know, when the kids got too old, it was like, damn. And so it says it's Stacey opinion, so it's right. All right, fine. Tammy G, what's going on? All right. So we talking about things that are worse when they happen in front of everybody. So we was talking about cheating. A lot of people are against cheating, but a lot of couples will allow cheating. They will allow or excuse infidelity as long as their girlfriends don't know about it. As long as their parents don't know about it. As long as their brothers and sisters and cousins and co-workers and neighbors and everybody else ain't looking at them all funny and saying how they so stupid, you know, and all of that. A lot of people have allowed or excused infidelity as long as it don't happen in front of everybody. But if your man or your woman is seen in an inappropriate way, maybe not in a way that could be proven that he was cheating, but, you know, in a disrespectful, compromising position, When people coming back like, yo, you and your man still together, or you and your husband, y'all having problems? And you know how there's a certain kind of way when people ask you if you still together with such and such, or if y'all still are together, however, there's a certain way that people ask you where you know that they already know something that they probably shouldn't know. They already know too much. And that's when it's embarrassing. Yeah, it's probably not right that we supposed to be in a monogamous situation where you're not practicing monogamy. However, I can deal with your little your shortcomings or your flawed commitment behavior. But not if everybody knows about it. I can't deal with it like that. People can deal with their children not having, well, their children having learning disabilities and things like that. But some people are really embarrassed when their children are put on display as being slow. Like it was all good that my child was a little slow until they had to be put in the slow class. For some people, that's just not gonna fly. Being broke is something that everybody experiences at some point in their lives. Nobody has it going on their whole life financially. There's always something we can't afford. But as long as other people don't know that we can't afford it, we good. Everybody has eaten broke meals at their house. Now, there are levels of broke meals. Your broke meal might be a paid meal for me. My paid meal might be a broke meal for you. Or my broke meal might be a paid meal for you. Whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. So what I'm saying is there may have been times when you struggled at the grocery store, especially nowadays. Food is very, very expensive. Very, very expensive. But back in my day, it was embarrassing to be on welfare or to have food stamps. When the book of food stamps was out, nobody wanted to handle the book of food stamps. When they went to the EBT card, for a lot of people that eased the pain of welfare. Particularly people who wasn't on welfare, because we was the only ones that was embarrassed. People who didn't grow up on welfare, people who wasn't on welfare, we was the ones that was embarrassed when we had to go to the store with the book of food stamps for somebody. You know what I mean? We thought we was doing a good thing. We was going to get $1. We was going to get $1, something that we was able to spend for going to the store for somebody. Miss Tammy sent me to the store, but she gave me the food stamps. So I had to first of all, I had to explain to all my friends that, you know, they saw me in the store and I was spending the food stamps, but I was like, I'm just going to the store for Miss Tammy. We ain't mind putting Miss Tammy out there on Front Street. We ain't mind putting Miss Tammy out there on Front Street. We wasn't going to put our mama out there on Front Street. No, my mom ain't on welfare. Or we ain't on welfare. Miss Tammy is. But Miss Tammy nice and she giving us $1. Oh my God, she gave us $1 food stamp. Oh no. Because you know how it used to go. People used to send you to the store back in the day. You wouldn't get paid for going to the store till you got back. It wasn't no, all right, you know, take $1 out of everything that's, you know, after everything is paid for, you take $1 and get yourself something. And they didn't do that. Not around my way, they didn't. You didn't get paid until you completed the mission of going to the store and coming back. Then you got paid. But damn, you got paid with a food stamp? So if you get $1 food stamp, that's really equivalent to 50 cents. You don't buy food stamps at the dollar rate. You get 2 for 1 food stamps. At least that's how it was back in the day. Can I get an E? E. Can I get a B? B. Can I get a T? T. What's that spell? Poverty. Yeah, poverty. Anyway, so that's how it was back in the day. So, we would try to go and spend the food stamp money when everybody left the store. So we in the store acting like we looking around. It ain't nothing but a corner store. This is the store around the way. Either the Koreans. Because we didn't have, I grew up in Philly. We didn't have, there was no such word as bodega. I didn't learn about the word bodega until I was fully grown going to New York. I'm like, what's a bodega? Oh, that's Spanish for store. Okay. Why don't they just call it a store? Why black people call it a bodega? This is a bodega. So what the Puerto Ricans call a regular store that I don't get it. I still don't get it. I don't get it. But anyway, bottom line is, here we are in the store, embarrassed. We don't want nobody to see us spending food stamps, even though this food stamps wasn't ours. That was embarrassing to us. It was a young boy, young girl, social status. Nowadays, we adults, man, give me your EBT card. I will rock out. I'll be swiping that shit like it's gold. Is there such thing as gold EBT? Swipe that shit. I'll be like, I purposely make sure when I get my EBT card from somebody else, I make sure that I don't get any non-food items. I ain't paying no extra money. I ain't buying no soap. I ain't buying no lotion, nothing else. All food. I want my swipe to cover all the food. All right. So we in the market, right? We in the market. Price of food is high right now. Wages haven't gone up. So you getting paid the same money, but the price of the food is going up. Now you might really be struggling to make ends meet now. So as long as nobody knows what's going on in your pocket or your bank account, it's all good. But if you get up to that register and it's a long line, like you go to the market on like the first of the month, and it's a long line, people are already agitated, irritated, and pissed off about waiting in a long food line in the market. You get up to the register and you watching the total on the register. That's how you know your money ain't straight. When you watching the subtotal, like you watching them, drag the items, beep, beep, beep. Who knows what I'm talking about when you know your money ain't really right in your pocket? So you put all of the things that you really want to buy up in the front of the belt. All of the stuff that if it goes down, you could put away, you put that in the back. So the meat, all of the shit that you gotta have, you put that in the front. So yeah, ring all of this stuff up first. Basically, your food is in size order. All the big items all the tall items get to go first. So when the total come up and it's like, yo, you went over. You had 150 to spend and it came up to 175. And you really don't have 175. You got 150. That's all you got. Now you embarrassed. Because you had to tell them, well, all right, I don't want this. You can put this back. And now the people in back, you like, oh my God, come on. The fuck? Like they don't have to wait. Now you was already feeling some kind of way about not having a lot of money to spend, because maybe you really needed $250 worth of groceries, but you only had 150, and it came up to 175. So you didn't calculate right. You thought you had it good. I had 10 pounds of chicken wings. I had some turkey bacon over here. I had some drumsticks. I had a few some short ribs over here. And then I had a couple of boxes of cereal. I had to get some rice. I had to get some Lipton soup mix. And I got a couple of, I had a loaf of bread, some milk, some orange juice, a couple of Minute Maid juices. I got some tomatoes, some green peppers, some red onions. I got a bag of grapes and a bag of apples, oranges. I thought I had it. I thought I had it in the smash. Now you all embarrassed. You super embarrassed because everybody. It seemed like people all the way. The 10th person in the line. The 10th person in the line seems to know that you didn't have enough money to pay for your food. So it magnified your embarrassment. It would have been all good if that you would have been all good with being broke as long as that bill that subtotal would have came up to 149 because you had just enough to clear it. But no. Yeah. And you know times are hard when you gotta pull out your credit card to pay for groceries, not your debit card, but no, that's a real Visa or a real MasterCard to cover $25. You got a $25 deficit. You shouldn't have got that. You shouldn't have got that soap powder, babe. You shouldn't have got that laundry detergent. You know you can't afford Tide. I see we have a caller on the line. Caller on the line. I said a caller on the line. Caller on the line. I'm gonna get right to it. I'm gonna do it, and we gonna flow like fluid. That's real. All right, hold on though. Hold on. Carol Chamberlain says embarrassing is when you have to put stuff back. Exactly. But if nobody was backing you, it wouldn't be embarrassing. Like you don't mind being embarrassed in front of the cashier. She like because you know she ain't making but so much her damn self. You already know she ain't in a position. I don't care how fat her ass is, how well her hair was done, and what kind of jewelry she has on. You know that her job ain't paying the bills. I know what they pay at Brown's at Brown's ShopRite. Shout out to people who work at Brown's ShopRite, but I know what y'all get paid. I mean, I'm just saying, love is love, a job is a job. You know what I mean? A check is a check. But you know, people in back of you, they got enough money to pay for their shit. They might got an EBT card. You ain't got one. You're broke ass struggling. You ain't on welfare. If you was on welfare, you wouldn't be struggling. Not in the market, you wouldn't. No, it says, I will swipe it proudly. Yes! Stacey White says, I'm delivered. Wait. I'm delivered from all that. If I got to put some stuff back, I'll put it back. I hear that. Delivered, huh? TK Wright says, that happens to me. I'd be like, take the lobster off. I'll take everything. Karen says, you can tell when someone is using someone's card. They got to call it. I had to do that once. I couldn't remember. I couldn't remember the pin. But I never forgot the pin. But I couldn't remember. And so says, someone's card was declined at Foot Locker with someone having multiple pair of J. Ooh. Well, yeah, that shit expensive as them shits are. All right. So you got a $1,000 limit on the damn card, and you went and got 3 pairs of J's at $400 each. You gotta come up with that extra 200. Oh, you gotta come up with more than 200 because you already spent 500 on a PlayStation 5. All right then. You maxed the card out, Joe. You maxed the card. Actually, swiping a credit card, especially in a high-end department store, that's kind of embarrassing. It's kind of embarrassing. Okay, hold on. We gotta take a call. All right, the ones that fill up the cart and spend an extra 5 minutes voiding items. Yeah. Say yeah. 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 Say yeah. Yeah. All right. Caller with the last number is 4605. Thank you for holding. Welcome to the Daily Go Getimism Show. What's good? What's on your mind this evening? My brother, my mellow, my man. What's up?
How you feeling today?
I'm feeling like a real man should. You already know. How you feeling today?
I like a real man should. 100 grand and 50 more and more.
Without a doubt. Talk to me.
But you forgot one. What about the half and half?
Oh shit! You talking about at a restaurant?
Yeah, even at the market, half and half. Listen, I need you to spend $95 on this one, right? And then I need to put the extra $35 on this one. And wait.
Sad.
Yeah.
I just did that.
Remember that.
I just did. No, I just did that 2 weeks ago. I just did it. But I did it. See, I don't be giving a fuck because it's not my EBT card. And I be having a pocket full of money. So I'll proudly be like, when it get to 100, stop everything. Because the rest is, but you know what? A lot of times I just let it go past the EBT. And they be like, yo, it's only this much on the card. I'll be like, well, all right, man, we gonna rock out. How much more I owe you? Then I pull out a knot. See, I'm extra. I don't, what I mean? I go with my chains on. I make sure you already know, like, yeah, this ain't my card. But sometimes I be wishing it was my card. Like, I want to be known for getting over on the system. Like, I want to be on welfare. I just don't want to qualify to be on welfare. You understand what I'm saying, son? Like, I want free. No, you got to understand what I'm saying. I want free food stamps and I want free medical plans. But I don't want to qualify for that. I want to be rejected. Like, yo, man, you make too much money. You can't get no government benefits. Yeah, I want that to be the case, but I still want the government benefits. You understand what I'm trying to say? I want to get over on the system. I want to work under the table. I want to work under the table and make 6 figures, but I want to be on welfare doing it.
Listen, my man, and I'm going to tell you something serious. I got cut short. So, for one, when I had my open heart surgery in 2008, they disqualified me. So, and then I had to jump on it because not going to drop no shouts and no names to where I was at. But that stupid ass trading company cut me off. So I had to jump on it. And it was like a week before, a couple of days before I'm going to have my surgery. I ain't had no insurance. And I remember I had to go down to Burley High. And I met this lady called Miss Christmas. That was her name. Funny. But anyway, I had to get on the joint. But here's the thing. You get on there. You go through all your stuff. The amount that you get for being on disability ain't shit, but then it's come and pay you make too much money.
I hear you.
Where do you take it?
Well, that's when you gotta listen. I've known people who was in the same position that you was in. They had serious medical issues, and they had jobs where they had to max out their whole health plan, and where they had to take off too much time to whereas they maxed out their whole disability. So they had to max out everything in order to get the welfare insurance. Because the thing about welfare is that you only qualify for welfare if you're poor. If you are broke, that ain't gonna do it. You gotta be poor. You gotta have nothing coming in, basically. If you got a little bit coming in, then you can't get the full power of welfare benefits. And that's why the system is really flawed. The system is really flawed. What? So if I work and I make minimum wage, they're not going to give me enough food stamps. They're not going to give me enough health care.
Bless you.
Bless you too, brother.
You know what I mean? No problem. But listen, I ain't gonna put my exposure out there. But when I went to the welfare office, they said I could get the free food stamp. You know, they offered me.
All right.
Get yourself together.
No, go ahead. You go ahead. Do your.
You know how much they offered me for food stamps a month? $13.
Yep.
I told them you can keep that. You know what I mean? Y'all can keep that. Y'all can have that. I can keep y'all out of my business. Y'all can have that. I'm cool. But you know, it's just I told you on because they medical benefits and they food stamps ain't no joke. You know what I mean? You could go get steak and lobster. You can get lobster steamed. As long as you get everything steamed now, you can get, you can pull out your EBT card like it ain't nothing. And then tips don't even mind now when you pull out your EBT card. I feel you when you think back in the day, and I'm gonna make you laugh. What was it? Chet Wayne. What was it?
Chet Wayne.
Yeah, Chet Wayne. Yeah, it was a day. We had to hide in the back and wait till everybody leave out the store.
You know it. That's the store I was talking about. Little ass store. Yeah, you know what I mean? Why are we hanging around? You know what I mean? Mr. Lee looking at us like we about to steal something. Like, no, Mr. Lee. We just trying to wait till everybody leave out the store so we can go ahead and buy something. We trying to put this money in your pocket, Mr. Lee. Ain't nobody taking nothing over here. You got all the candy in the back of you anyway. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to steal these cookies over here, even though these some good cookies. Them little packs of cookies, them things was the truth. Them things, you know what I mean? They was everything. Shout out to lemon cookies.
Yo, wait. Remember back then you had to have the right book?
Yeah, I know.
You pull that 50 or 100 out, you better have that book. Yo, yeah, those Jones was no joke back in the day, but you don't want to get John. Even though if you did qualify, they get in too much of your business. They didn't want to research your income.
See, that's what I know. But that's what I'm saying. That's why I want to cheat the system. I don't actually want to be able to qualify. I want to cheat the system. I want to steal money from the government. I'm about that life. You know what I mean? They steal money from me. Don't they tax me? Don't they tax every check? That's stealing.
Like a motherfucker.
That's right. And they don't never feel bad about it, whatever. They know I don't make a whole lot. And then but the people who make a whole lot, they don't take their money, but they take a lot from you because you don't make a whole lot. You know what I mean? So if you are 5 or 6 figure nigga, you know what I mean, you get shitted on. Meanwhile, 7-figure niggas, they get away with everything. So I want to be able to shit on the government. I want to be able to shit on the government like a 7-figure nigga. Hey, without having sex with 7 figures.
Listen, without saying no names, remember that co-host back in the day?
Yeah.
The one remember that?
Yeah.
They up there, right? They work for them. And the stories that they tell me, oh yeah, they definitely get it. You know what I mean? We get it like a month. We get audited over a fucking $1,000. The man who make $100,000 get looked past, and then they want to call in it. Then they want to call in and ask to get on the payment plan to pay $10 a month. You made over $100 million. You want to get on the payment plan for $10 a month? See what I'm saying?
I do see what you're saying. That. I do.
Here it is. We struggling because we got $1,000, and they want all their money.
Uh-huh. That's why.
I mean, we
listen, I'm blue collar, but I want to be able to do white collar crime. That's all.
Or really, you kind of green collar today, don't you think? Gotcha.
Well, check this out, man. We was talking about things that are worse when they happen in front of everybody. So all right, so you get it. So there are a whole lot of things that are where the embarrassment gets magnified because other people see. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, your girl might talk to you disrespectfully. That might be your thing. As long as y'all in the crib, you good. You know what I mean? You might not even be the type of dude that strike back or say nothing. So your girl berates you, she degrades you, and she what do they call it? Feminine of the what do they call it?
Disrespectful, man. One word.
No. I already said disrespectful. I said I'm talking about when a woman emasculates you. That's the word I'm looking for. You. She might emasculate you in private. Sure, you don't like it and all of that, but y'all work that out amongst yourselves in private. But it's a whole different story when y'all out there in the world and she start cussing you out and talking about your manhood. And I've seen this happen to dudes. And I'm like, and I've seen dudes feel like they was forced to react to it. And I'm like, that this ain't this nigga first day. She ain't talking to him like this the first time she ever cussed him out in this way. She's way too comfortable. You know what I mean? She is not reading off the script. She know what this is. And he do too. But he like, but you ain't gonna do this in front of everybody. And he's right. He's right. The messed up part about it is she's right too, because she's thinking like, oh, any other time I emasculated you and dissed you and called you a little dick punk ass motherfucker and all that, it was all good. But now, since your boys is here, since your brothers then came to town and all of that, now you want to act like you ready to knock my head off. You know damn well you can't beat me. I've heard chicks say that too. Nigga, you know you can't beat me.
Son,
I wish you would.
Son, I need you to listen. I'm going to tell you a quick story. I was at Bordenary. I was in that bar. You know what bar I'm talking about. We ain't no names because we don't get no money for promoting them. But I was in that crazy bar. Parked on Park Avenue. The boy come outside. The girl come outside. And the other girl come outside. The side chick. The main girl out there, they fighting. Him and the main, he was like, yo, grab a girl for me. So I grabbed one of the girls, like trying to help him out and everything. You know, she kind of swung me, but it was cool. I mean, she's like, oh, you gonna let them go? This motherfucker went in front of her bag, man. She was a Philadelphia cop. So I was like, oh shit, I'm under arrest. He was like, no, you good. He was like, you right. I ain't even go after him. Yeah, this motherfucker went after this bull. Come to find out he was dirty, and he was riding dirty. With the main chick in the car, and you messing with a cop.
Yeah, well, not all.
And he put his business all up in the bar, though. I mean, his business came all out in the bar, though.
Yeah, and that's probably what he had the most problem with. The fact that, all right, yeah, you can treat me like shit at home, but don't be doing that in front of everybody. Some people that you probably work with or know or run ball with, you know what I mean? Them cats always want to seem in control when they out there in the world. You don't know. You know what I mean? They might be home getting plugged and pegged by their woman. You know, wearing dog collars and chains and shit and getting walked around the house.
Yeah, well, I mean, to each their own business, though, but you when you're dealing with stuff like that, man, you definitely gotta be careful because what I want, like they say, ain't nothing worse than a woman scorn. What they say, scorn?
Yeah, woman scorn, yeah.
Yeah, so this girl back when we was in school bought the boy a pair of sneakers. He called her all kind of B's and what you call 'em. She called me at her house later on that night. She was beat up. I'm trying to figure out what happened. Next thing I know, they went to Cameron and got the boy. He was locked up. You know what I mean? For hey, I ain't gonna put the business, but you gotta be careful who you deal with. You know what I mean? Before you sign that dotted line.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Listen, man. Me and my ex, we used to have a safe word, so we knew not to embarrass each other. The safe word was nigga.
But that was called all the time. So how you supposed to know that? Nigga, huh? Oh, safe word, yeah.
The safe word. The safe word was nigga.
Safe word, nigga. Nigga, what? Nigga, when you get home? Nigga, it is on. Okay, what? Nigga? Oh.
That's when I knew I was going too far. I'd be like, yeah, bitch, nigga. Okay, well, yeah. So, want some pizza? So anyway.
You stupid as shit with that one, nigga. That's like somebody out of town coming in here talking about John. John? What the fuck you know about John? You can't say John in Philly if you're not from Philly because you don't say it right. Keyword John. Yo, you see that John over there? Yo, let me get a piece of that John. That's the same word. Shit, that's the thing that everybody know that word.
I know, right? All right, man. Listen, we gotta get on up out of here. But it was a pleasure for you calling in. Yeah, I mean, I appreciate you.
Yo, I need you to call me when you're done. I got something for you to talk to you about. That's very important.
All right, I hit later. You. I hit
love,
you.
Peace,
I got you.
You want what?
I said I got you.
All right.
All right, man.
All right, love, peace, and hair grease, everybody. See y'all.
Peace. My man. Nigga. All right, y'all. Let's do these birthday shout outs. We have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious August 26th, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them and making them feel special because they are special because they are special because they are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They get number one out the box. Gabriella Gabby turning 36 years old today, and Stephanie Pert turning 47 years old today, and Osvi Valme turning 28 years old today, and Carmen Milagros Polanco Peniche turning 43 years old today, and Renee Lois Wigfall, happy birthday to you, and Kama Tagufawe turning 38 years old today, and my man Ismael Newman turning 39 years old today. And Angel David, go get an Angel David. Happy birthday to you. And Lulu Amayaki. Wait a minute. Lulu Ima Yachaya Iyana Redfeather. Happy birthday to you. And Erica Jamaican Hall Denny, my girl. Turning 47 years old today. And last but not least, I left a birthday shout out on this woman's page this morning, all to find out that she passed away a couple of months ago. My girl T. Bailey, Tamika Bailey. I just found out that she just passed like about the end of May or the beginning of June, something like that. As a matter of fact, I believe it was May 30th. Rest in peace. Shout out and comfort to the family. And I mean, it's funny, man. You know, sometimes you don't know what's going on in people's lives on Facebook. You know what I mean? But because there's a lot of, I wouldn't have even known that she passed, except somebody saw me give her a birthday shout out, and they was like, "Yo, I don't know if you knew her, but you know, she passed a little while back," and blah blah blah, and it's. Well, anyway, I want to say happy birthday to all of y'all and anyone else out there who shares this birthday on this glorious August 26th. I wish y'all all. This should throw me off. Okay. How are you gonna no. Anyway, all y'all go ahead and turn up. But don't turn up too loud. Just turn up loud enough so everybody can hear you. I rock out, rock on it, do the damn, to rock out, rock on it, do the damn, rock out, rock on it, do the damn thing, you do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings, you do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. And anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours, and remember, man, listen. I mean, it's easy for me or anybody else to say that embarrassment is embarrassment. But yeah, things can seem more magnified or heightened or excessive when they happen in front of other people. For some reason, being judged by other people who don't know you is always tougher than being judged by people who do know you. But there are times when people who do know you will make life much harder for you because those are the people that you're trying to conceal a part of your real self away from. You know, that real self. We talk a lot about, you know, keeping it real, keeping it 100, and who the real you is and who the real they is. Everything you do is real. It's a part of you. It's really a part of you. Anything that you can think, conceptualize, realize, do, act, feel, it's all real. Love is real. Hate is real. Indifference is real. The pursuit of happiness and laziness is real. It's all real. Anyway, peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. I love y'all to death, resuscitate y'all, and love y'all back to life. And I love y'all in front of everybody. Kisses, hugs for everybody. It's Fantasy Island. All right. We will be back tomorrow. Nah. You know what? Tomorrow, I got something to do. So we're not going to be on tomorrow morning, but I'll see y'all on Sunday. I'll explain later. Son. I mean, come on, man. But I want y'all to have a great day. All right, so Blog Talk, let me get you out of here. Let me get you out. Okay. Let me be.
Thank you for
Let me be
Blog
the
Talk Radio.
one you can run into whenever you need it. Let me be the one that you can run into whenever you need me. All right, y'all. Peace.